Welcome to Off the Tee. My name is Chris Exusion. You can find me at Chris Ebom on Twitter, and you can find Off the Tee at OTT Matchups on Twitter as well. My name is Chris Exusion. Today, this episode is breaking down betting for the Waste Management Open. Very exciting. Last week, if you do follow me on Twitter at Chris Ebom, we had a great profitable week. We had Patrick Reed winning it. We had Ryan Palmer, first round leader, and we had some top 30s, top 20s, top 10s. They hit. It was a great week. If you're on the direct message list last week, then you got those plays, and I posted them on Twitter afterwards, but no more DM lists. You can just watch this video here and see what I'm playing here. So the Waste Management Open, TPC Scottsdale, par 71 Bermuda grass greens. Ball striking is going to be very important on this course. This is big iron plays over here. If you're able to strike the ball and get it on the greens, you should have no problem here for the most part. So it favors those big ball strikers here. If you don't know much about me, one of my favorite bets really is the first round leader. I love this play because it's a free roll. If you hit this, they're usually pretty big odds, even on big favorites. But here, I have four golfers that I love here. If you hit any of these, which I think is definitely more of a possibility, you're beyond free rolling this entire tournament, and then you could be able to hedge with other bets as well. So my first golfer here is Ben An, 66-1. He's been so close multiple tournaments of getting first round leader. I think he can do it here. I don't think his putter is going to hold him back as much. He's an excellent ball striker, so I like him here. Bubba Watson, 50-1. Here's a guy that's had really good course history for the most part. Let me just bring it up real quick. Let me see. So he's been third and fourth his last two appearances here at the Waste Management. He's a guy who can drive the ball very well. He's very familiar with this course. And, yeah, I think tee to green, he's very excellent. So he has been playing pretty well of late. I believe his last tournament wasn't too hot. But besides that, he's been pretty good for this season. Russell Henley, 66-1. One of the best ball strikers in this group for the most part. I'm going to be looking at the approach shots leaders for this entire tournament field. He actually ranks third. And Bubba Watson actually ranks... He actually ranks second here. So these are two guys that I think could do really well this tournament, especially just for the first round. And finally, Doc Redman at 100-1. This is a guy that I've won with before on first round leader. He hasn't been playing too hot of late. Why not a better time right now at the Waste Management right now? 100-1. You even put little bets on these four here. They should be able to cover the rest of your bets here. So I like Ben An, 66-1. Bubba Watson, 50-1. Russell Henley, 66-1. And Doc Redman, 100-1 for first round leader. All right, I'm going to be working my way down. So top 40, looking for a play that can kind of just save you for a bet or two for the most part. I like Doc Redman here. You're getting unbelievable value on him. You probably wouldn't normally get him at a top 40 here for this value, but I'm going to take him here. This is something I did with Gary Woodland in the I believe it was the American Express where he finished 16th there. So it's the same kind of deal. Doc Redman plus 188 for a top 40, great ball striker. I think he should get into a groove this tournament. So I think this should be no problem here. Top 30, Cameron Tringali, plus 200. Another really good ball striker, a guy you might not know a whole lot about, but for 2-1 money, I really like him here. And I got a couple of top 20s here. Russell Henley, plus 225, Hideki Matsuyama, plus 120, and Gary Woodland, plus 225. These are guys that have had great success here before. Hideki Matsuyama, two-time winner here. Gary Woodland's won this before. He's doing a lot better since his injuries. So he actually showed that before, so I'm really happy to see where he's at here. So I think at plus 225 for Woodland's real good here. Matsuyama, plus 120, ball striking machine. We know he's a bad putter, but you know what? The putting is going to be as difficult here. And Matsuyama's putter has been getting a little bit better in these last few tournaments. So I think he should be able to definitely hold for a top 20. And Russell Henley, like I said before, great ball striker. He fits everything in his course. He's really accurate off the tee as well. He's third in the entire field in driving accuracy. So right behind Matt Kuchar and Webb Simpson. So I really like them there. Top 10. I usually do not take a guy laying juice at top 10, but I feel like I kind of have to here because I can't imagine him doing any worse than top 10, and that's Jon Rahm. Just pretty much missing the Farmers Insurance where he's really good at Torrey Pines. Now he's going to where he played golf at school at ASU. He's been an unbelievable ball striker. He pretty much has a complete game. Great off the tee. He's the favorite in the tournament anyway. I don't think he's going to win the tournament, but I know he's going to contend, so I like him for top 10, minus 110. And finally, I got 3 guys that I really like to win this tournament. I'm going to go with the biggest favorite here, Justin Thomas, plus 775. He does it all. He's best by approach. He birdie on ball percentage, tee to green. He does it all. He's an absolute monster. I think he's the best player on tour overall. I know Dustin Johnson, when he's at his best, no one can beat him, but he doesn't bring it every time. But Justin Thomas, overall, with the strokes gained stats, I think he's the best golfer on tour, and I think he fits this course real well. He's had 2 top 3s, so I think he knows that, and he wants to finally get the monkey off his back here at Waste Management, so I could see him possibly winning here. You could also wait on him just in case he does start a little bit slow. Maybe you might be able to get him at like a 10-1, but at plus 775, I would still take him. The other guy I really like is Daniel Berger, 17-1. I talked about him on my previous DFS show. He does pretty much everything right. He's a sneaky good golfer. He putts very well. He drives really well. He just does everything really well like a Russell Henley, but he's just a higher level of that. I would have him a little bit lower than Justin Thomas, but he's been real good at this tournament as well. I'm going to look at what he did here. He has had a top 9 last year. He's had a 11th and a 7th place here. And this is before he got really onto the scene. So he's been real comfortable here. I cannot see why he would not be dominant here and possibly win it 17-1. So I like him here. And finally, my boy, Sungjae Im, 34-1, ball striking machine. He hits the iron so well. The putting should not be that big of an issue. His putting has improved. But I really like him here for the most part. I'm going to see what he's done on the. I'm going to see what he's done here for the most part. I don't think there's a lot of information on him. Let me see here. So he's only been at this tournament twice the last 2 years. In 2019, he was 7th here, but if you don't know him, he's one of the best young players on tour, bottom line. He actually almost had a shot to win the Farmers, but he fell apart in the back 9. He ripped off like 5 or 6 birdies in a row, so you know he can get hot at any time. And this course is going to be a lot easier than Torrey Pines, so hitting it on other sides of the fairway should not be that big of an issue because you could still hit out of it. So I like Sungjae Im here. He can get hot here, and at 34-1 for a guy that's been playing amazing golf before the pandemic, and before the pandemic actually started, he was a guy that was playing better than anybody. So if his iron play is going and he's hitting fairways, forget about it. He's going to be a guy that's going to be contention, and you're going to have him at 34-1. So these are the guys I like in the betting course here for the Waste Management. You can follow me at Chris Ebom. Remember to like and subscribe this video and my DFS video as well. Make sure you don't miss out. No more DM lists anymore. All plays and everything are going to be on these videos. So please spread the word. I appreciate it. You can find me on Fox Sports The Gambler on Wednesdays with Sean Brace as I break down the PGA card like I always do beyond this. So if I missed anything here and he has any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. So thanks again, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, and spread the word about Off the Tee. And thanks, guys. Let's go win some money.